Hello, hello, everybody. All right. I had to make sure I was on and you could hear me because sometimes it happens and you can't, which is very rare that you can't hear me. So I hope everybody's having a great day. Today, I am Heather, and we come to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time, and it's where we can talk Luminess. So you get to see everything Luminess, from our airbrush to our color cosmetics to our spray on foundation. Good morning, Veronica. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do the spray on foundation, which I'm pretty much obsessed with. I love this stuff. I love it, I tell you. Because, Luminous, we're pretty amazing. You know that, right? You know that Luminous is pretty amazing. And we know that we love the airbrush and we love everything that, everything is, everything that Luminess comes out with. It's high pigmentation. Hey, good morning, Lori. And so we know that it's going to last. You're going to use not only with the airbrush makeup, but with our spray foundation, you're using less makeup. You're using, yes, it is live. You're using 10 times less makeup. And we know that airbrush makeup and Luminess, we're the largest. We're the king and queen of airbrushing. And so we have mastered that air delivery beauty, right? So anything that's air delivered, we have mastered. And so with the spray on foundation, because a lot of people are like, well, why'd you come up with that? Well, who do you want to come up with an airbrush foundation or airbrush-like foundation? And that's an airbrush company, because we're comparing it to the queen bee. We're comparing it to the top dog. And so this stuff is, honestly, it is amazing. I ain't gonna lie. What just happened? Hey, Sonia. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello. Why do I feel like it's echoing right now? I think I accidentally pushed something and I don't know what happened. Hello, Roberto. Nice to see you. I feel like something just happened and I don't know what. But we'll just keep going. I'll just keep going. Hello, Patrice. How are you? Oh, wonderful. Then you signed on a perfect day, because that's what we're using. And this is, guys, like I said, Luminess, is for the airbrushing. Us for that air delivery beauty. And so this is also air delivered beauty. And so how it goes on, we are comparing this to airbrush makeup and to this. Okay. So when you're doing this is awesome. This is the next best thing, because we are comparing it to airbrush makeup. There's other products out there that say that they like airbrush. Nothing is like this, okay? I'm just gonna tell you. We do have, it does come with the, sorry, I have stitches in my finger, but it does come with the primer that you can use. You don't have to use the primer. I do like the primer. Patrice, you got the primer too? And so with your brush, you're just gonna hold it. You always shake it up, just like our airbrush bottles. You're still going to shake this up and spray a little bit on your brush. That's enough for one side, probably another one too. And then I'm gonna spray it. Veronica, you want to try it? There you go. That's all you have to do. Now, this is colorless. It is silicone based, but it makes your skin feel like butter. It makes it feel like butter. Good morning, Amber. How are you? Good to see you, Amber. All right, so now I'm going to take my airbrush in a can, basically. This is the airbrush spray foundation. Again, shaking this up. Shake it, shake it, shake it. And then I also like the fact, like, it tells you the color here and also here. But whether it's a fair, medium, tan, because when you're first ordering it, you're getting a range, right? You're getting that range of color, just like when you're ordering Our airbrush, you're picking fair, medium, tan, warm, or deep. Let's see. Darlene says on YouTube, I started using the spray primer and spray foundation, and I'm finding that as I apply it, either after my skincare is done, it's not playing nice with my skincare. Oh, okay. So, Darlene, that is going to depend on your, like, I always tell people want to use like another primer with this. You can't use silicone primers with this because this is water and mineral based. Pretty much the same is going to go for this. Try it this way. Do your skincare and then just use this. Skip the primer and see if that does better. Because sometimes it might be, depending on what you're using, it might go like oil and water. It might just not want to work together, but still do your skincare and then go straight to the spray foundation and see how that goes. Oh, my nose itches. Let's see. Oh, Patrice, you don't have this one? You actually have the Airbrush foundation. Well, I'll go over that. Normally, that's what I go over every single day. Or every single time. I was just doing this one because it is fairly new, our spray on foundation. You have the Airbrush. And so I'll go through that soon. Oh, wait. You have both. So you had the Airbrush and you're like, it's a little bit harder. And then you got this one. Is that correct? And that's a lot of times, like, people are like, okay, I just can't do this. Bottom line, you can do this. You can. And the reason being is there's a learning curve with this. Guys, we've been doing traditional makeup up until this point. And so going from traditional makeup to airbrush makeup is different. There's a learning curve. And I will touch on that, okay? So it does take a little more practice than this. But this is a great substitute if you're not going to do this, okay? But know that you can do this. It just might take you a little longer, all right? So now I'm going to shake up this, my spray foundation, and then hold it about 4, 5, 6 inches away. And then look, guys, look at that coverage. Look at that. And that little piece, that couple little sprays is enough to do that side of my face. Now, I always go back. I love, because, you know, we have perfected that delivery beauty, air delivery beauty. So it makes it so easy to go on that it works with our brush. And then I just go in and kind of blend that. So I do each side. I always tap underneath my eyes, just because we want to be so gentle underneath there. And then, I mean, guys, I'm a more mature woman, but you notice that you can't, like, I don't have to go, like, I'm not doing a bunch of pulling. I'm mainly doing, you know how I like to tap it out. And I kind of just tap it around. I'll get it in my nose here. Not my nose hair, but my nose. And then kind of blend that. And it's buildable. Just like the airbrush, just like this, you can make more passes to get coverage. Same with this. So if I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I need a little more coverage, then go back. I honestly don't think I do, but I'm going to show you. If I wanted to put a little more coverage here, I can do so. And then I kind of just work it out. And bam, I mean, look at that. Still that flawless look, that flawless airbrush look. It just, What happened? It was so flawless that I am not focused. All right. Let me see if I have. Now with this, I do like to set it with powder. Am I out again? Hold on. Okay, not gonna move now. I'm just gonna hit it right here. Because this is basically a traditional foundation, even though it's air delivered beauty, I'm going to powder just a little bit, and notice, like, that's it. That's all. That's all. That's all I'm going to powder. Bam. And it's a good thing because that powder is broken, and so it gets everywhere. But there you go. Done. And it still has that airbrush look. It still has, it feels light. I can get my coverage. It's very comparable to this. Okay. Now let's touch on this real quick. When airbrushing, guys, if you're struggling with this one, come take a class. There should be the link down below, but come take a class. I do them Mondays and Wednesdays at noon. Take a class with me because I do go over a little bit more detail on how to practice, how it's applied, what to do, that kind of thing. Okay. So with airbrushing, make sure you're holding it 4 finger widths away. You can just practice with the air. Just feel that air around your face. But watch yourself in the mirror and then check every so often that you're 4 finger widths away. It'll become second nature to you. You won't even have to think about it. Your arm will, bam, you know exactly where to go. But feel that air. It's also not a free-for-all. You're not just going to go, woo, just like if you were buffing that on like we just did. Same thing, guys. Wherever you feel the air is where the makeup goes. The air, listen very carefully, the air is your brush. Mind blown. The air is your brush. So wherever you feel that air is where the makeup's going to go. The other thing you're going to want to do, put water in here, barely pull back on that trigger and airbrush water on your face. This is practicing only. Airbrush that water on your face. You're never going to pull down, let me get this right here, all the way. You're barely going to boop, boop, just a little bit, and practice. It does take a second. Guys, guess what? You just need to practice. You were not an expert the very first time you did traditional makeup. I know that. So we are going to have to practice. Let's use, let's see what this is. Darlene, did you like my mind blown? This is the Plum blush. And I'm going to shake it up. And I'm going to airbrush right over this. Yes, you can. Because remember, with airbrush makeup, it's not all or nothing. You don't have to, you know, only use airbrush or only use traditional or only. No, you can use both. Let me grab a paper towel. I always like to spray on a paper towel first, or my hand usually, to make sure that that's the color. Oh, I keep moving. It goes out of focus. Okay. All right. So now I'm focused on my cheeks. I can feel the air. Go back and forth. Patricia said that's a really smooth look. Pretty. Thank you. Foundation with the brush is so much. Oh, my light just went out. Afterwards. Patrice, don't give up on the airbrush, hon. You did not waste your money, okay? I promise you can do it. We'll do it together, okay? You can do it. Just take a class. I'm trying not to get out of focus. Just take a class with me and practice, and you'll be able to do it. I'm using the Cut 1 palette right now. I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. I'm going in right underneath that blush. Do a little bit on my forehead. A lot right here. Yeah, and one thing that Lori just said, she's like, yeah, and it's free. The classes are free, guys. If you were going to hire me and hire my company to come do a makeup lesson for you, hold on, it's gonna bug me that that's out. There. If you're gonna hire me, it's $100 an hour, and you're getting it for free. So come and do a class with me, okay? All right, so now let's go in here. I'm just gonna do a neutral, like a medium brown, medium neutral. The classes are Mondays and Wednesdays at noon. Hold on, let me see if I can grab the link. Do I have it out? Hold on, let me grab the link. And I'll put it on here. Okay. Bam. Bam. Okay. There's the link to book class. I'm just going in with this medium brown and just softly blending it everywhere. And just kind of getting some color in there. It doesn't have to be like too far off your own skin color. If you want to do it something where it's just, because basically what we're doing is we're contouring our eyes, right? And then I can use an angle brush, a flat eyeshadow brush. And just line underneath. I am doing eyeshadow underneath. And I like that because it does give, thank you, Darlene. Let's go this way. I like that one needed to be a little darker. So very, very, very light. It does not need to be anything crazy. It can be, and I always like to show you like how to like jump it up a notch. And so you can go in with something just a little bit darker in the crease if you wanted to, or even lining. You can do that as well. Do I need more? Okay. Or just lining the eyes is another way. Let's see, what do I want to do today? And then finish it off with your favorite lip. If you do something that is like neutral in the eyes, you can do, I had some conditioner or gloss on. Well, that didn't work out very nicely, did it? I need a mirror. Please don't go out of focus. Okay. Why do I keep going way out the line? What did I do? What did I do? That's a little crazy. Okay, so now I'll show you what happens now. Well, do I need to fix that? So I could go in and fix that, and let me show you how. So again, going back to this, shaking it up, I'm going to use this side. So this is a two-sided brush. This one gives you a little bit more movement, whereas this is a little more sturdier. And then I'm going to spray just a little. You purchased the final seal in the bottle, in the spray bottle. And look, I'm just going right along that line. and then tap it out. And that way if there was, because I used kind of a red color, if you could see any of that, now it's gone. And then I have this where I can do that really close, get real close to that line. And so I'm going to finish out with with my mascara, and then I'll be done for the day. But Darlene, if you have the spray final seal, that's one of my favorite products. The one in the can. It's not an aerosol, it is a spray. But it's one of my favorites. I love it. One, it smells divine, but that puppy will last all day long. I mean, you'll be waterproof basically. And so you're going to love that. Love it. All right, guys, I'm going to finish it up and put my mascara on, and then I will be ready for the day. Thank you so much for joining me today. So good to see everybody. Hit that link if you would like to do a class. I do a Monday and Wednesday at noon. Would love for you to join. We go over different ways to practice, so you start understanding it a little bit better. If you have other questions, you can always jump on and ask those questions as well. So, all right, good to see you, Amber. You're welcome, darling. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.